Hi guys, Debs Collins here, and today I just wanted to talk about feeling safe in this world because I'm getting a lot of clients that really are feeling so anxious and nervous and fearful and all sorts of sort of feelings that is really due to what's happening on the planet. And I wanted to give you some helpful hints as to what you might want to pay attention to so that you can feel more safe in a changing world. Now, if you don't know what's going on in the world, please watch my video, Knowing the Bigger Picture. I'll link it below because you'll realize why everything's up in the air when you look at that video. There's a lot happening, and that can lead us obviously to feeling unsafe because there's a lot changing. But let's give you some hints here as to what you could address so that you can feel more safe. And the first thing I want to say is this: you are the only sense of safety you're going to have in a changing world. So it really is inside you. And so there's a misnomer. People think, oh my gosh, I've got to be with certain someone or in a certain place to feel safe. And that's not true. Your safety is inside you. It's actually in the connection with who you really are, your spirit, your soul, your higher self. When you're linked and connected more consciously to that part of you, you will absolutely feel safer in this world. You'll realize that the changes that are going on are just meant to be happening. It's part of our evolution. And you'll also address things that are going on inside you that might be causing sort of things to rise up that make you feel unsafe. I'll talk about that in a moment. But just know, number one, remember, you are your own safe space. You are your own safe place. Okay? That's the first thing. So don't look outside for it, because if you're looking outside for it and you're seeing all the things that are going down in this world, the feedback loop is going to be, oh my God, things are going wrong. I'm not safe. And it's not true. Okay, let's move on to the next point. Address any of your internal fears. Now, this is what I do with people all the time in quantum sessions. Fears, guys, are just old energy, and they could be from this life, from when you were younger, or from past lives, old life experiences, and they cycle in your energy field. And what happens is that fear cycle, those energies can really make you feel unsafe. So if you address your inner world and address what's coming up, like these fears, then you're going to realize that once you actually come whole on that, once you transmute that stuff, it won't be running in your energy field. And that reduces your sense of, oh, I'm not safe. So please address your fears. That's very, very important, because there's always wisdom inside of fear, always. And if you've still got fears running in your system from old lives, past lives, and from when you were a kid, they're going to be rising up right now because of the evolution we're in. And again, please watch my Knowing the Bigger Picture if you want to understand much more about that. Okay, the third thing I want to say is be here now. Like, I put a video out a little while ago about the importance of being present, being in your body, being here now. Now, I know it sounds simple, all right, but most people are in their head. They're in the mental plane. They're trying to plan their way, think their way through things. And really that takes you A, outside of yourself, and B, you're either thinking from, or you're either thinking about the future or the past. And it takes you out of this moment, this now moment. As soon as you're looking back or to the future, when you're out of the now, you can feel very unsafe, because you're like, oh my God, what am I going to be doing with my kids for the future? How is this going to look? How's that going to look? Or if you're looking to the past, you might be looking at old things that have happened, and you might be having all sorts of self-judgment coming up about things, and that will lead to unsettlement and feeling unsafe. Okay, so if you can practice being here now, that's going to make a huge difference to you, because you'll look around you and you'll recognize, oh my God, hang on a minute. I am safe. I am okay. You'll start to get really practical about, um, being present and how that makes you feel, okay? And that's important. Okay, the next point. Spend time in nature, guys. Ground. Get your bare feet on the grass, in the ocean, on the sand, whatever you need to do. Even if you just go to a park. If you haven't got a garden, go to a park. Ground in nature. Because if you ground in nature, she has a field of absolute stability. There's a field of perfection in nature. So when you get out there, kick your shoes off, take some deep breaths, and really expand your field into that nature field, and you will feel stable and safe. It leads to you feeling safe. A lot of the time there's a lot of high energy coming in, and people aren't grounding it at their feet, and it really leads to like this feeling of anxiety and panic. And of course you don't feel safe when you've got these running. So guys, please get out into nature, ground your energies, and this will help you feel safe. Next point, and this I'll just make this as the last point, because you are your own sense of safety, and this is so important in these changing times. If you can deal with any worthiness issues where you don't feel good enough, you're not, if you've got low self-esteem, or if there's any sort of low sense of worth going on inside you, attend to it, guys. Do your inner work. Because if you have, you're not going to trust yourself. You're not going to trust you are your own safe space. And a lot of those low self-worth, low self-esteem issues come from past lives, old lives, and also from our younger self. So address those, because what will happen is then you'll be able to trust yourself more and feel more connected to who you are. Because those things have us feeling very condensed, it's almost like we make ourselves small because we feel insignificant. And when you make yourself small and there's big energies coming in, what you'll find is it will basically make you feel incredibly unsafe inside. Like you'll feel like you want to shut down, and yet really what we need to do is open up and allow our flow and embrace the change. All right. And I know a lot of people don't like change. I mean, humans are not good for change. Okay, they're always wanting to keep things the same. And of course, the only constant we have right now is change. So embrace that change, guys. And remember to deal with the worthiness issues, because then you'll trust yourself more. And the things that I do, are just continuing to bring my light here. Like I consciously every day breathe myself into this body, like breathe my presence in, and I get present. And by doing that, what happens is, actually it's quite profound. The more you do that, the more present you are, and the more you feel who you are, and you're nurturing that connection with your higher self, you will feel so solid in who you are. You'll recognize that everything that's on the outside, including all the changes, the changing world, and what seems unsafe, is really, it doesn't have an impact on you in the same way, because you are your own safety. And you're literally, by your vibration, creating your next safe moment. I mean, your higher self, your soul, your master self has got your back. All right. And of course, when you know that, when you sense that, and when it's a palpable thing, and you keep bringing your own light in, you will feel safe. I just do not feel unsafe in this world, because I have a solid sense of my connection, my flow, and that it just strikes me as something that's so important right now. And so that's why I'm sharing this video. What I am going to do is I'm going to make a meditation for you to help you feel that, because you are your own safety, and getting in touch with that now is the key, because you feeling safe is going to help you keep raising your vibration. It's going to help you, be stable in the coming, in the changes that are naturally happening. And that way, when we're stable for our families, but we can also radiate our light towards our brothers and sisters that are going through the heavier experiences. So in a way, your own safety and stability in yourself then radiates out to others. So it has a purpose too, you know? I hope this helps you guys. Look, if it does, please share it, because I know there's a lot of people feeling unsafe. And I know that all these things here that I've shared will help move you into your own feeling of, I am my own safe space and I am safe. Because you are, guys. Sending you all love wherever you are in the world. I acknowledge your presence right now at this changing time. We got this, guys, and you are safe. Namaste.